Please, Pete, I need this. My mom is kind of homeless. I live with my dad. I want to help her out.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
Finally, I have gotten Roxy, the Battle Pass unit from tier 40. You can get her normal and you can get her shiny. There's no difference in stats between the two, it's just their appearance. Her normal version just looks like her from the anime, and her shiny version is just a buff version of her. Right now, you can only get her in her legendary form. There's no way to evolve her yet, or maybe there won't be a way to evolve her at all. If you check here, she does not even show up. So there's no way to evolve her. There's not a high chance, I would say, of her getting an evolution. She's a Battle Pass unit, so I think she's going to be treated more like a cosmetic rather than like a playable unit. Even though she's not going to get an evolution, she's still strong. I think she's strong enough that I will use her in my team setup right here. That's with like exclusive and mythic units, and she's right there. So, how strong is she? Let's look at her stats. She has very high ability damage. She's an ability damage dealer, so she's a magic caster. She attacks from a range. She has 2 ability that's close to a Nuke type ability. I would say her damage output on just abilities alone is similar to units like Itachi or Frieza, so pretty good, especially for a legendary unit. And her mana gain is very high. She also has another passive, Mana Affection, that's going to boost her mana gain even further. This is why I don't recommend using equipments that boost mana gain, because her base stats or her base build already have a strong mana gain capacity. The build that I would suggest is a similar build to mine, focusing mainly on crit damage, so that she can just do as much damage as possible. Roxy herself is a damage dealer slash debuffer. She has an ability to debuff, which starts out as Water Prison, but once you max her out, it's going to turn into Water Chamber. Every 15 seconds, put 4 nearest targets into a Water Prison for 4 seconds, dealing 50% of your ability damage. Now, what Water Prison does in this game is stunning them. So the unit would get encaged in a bubble, and while it's stuck there, it cannot attack, it cannot move, it cannot do anything. And that's going to be happening to 4 different targets every 15 seconds. Now, this ability activates right away when the battle starts, so you're always going to get value out of it. But there is a bug right now. I'm not sure if it's a bug or it's by design, but just looking at the description of Water Chamber, I would say it is a bug. So what this bug does is, instead of putting 4 different targets into Water Prison, she's putting 4 different Water Prison into one singular target. Meaning, she's not going to be stunning as many units as described in here, but instead of dealing 50% damage, she's going to be doing 200% damage on one unit. And most of the time, that's going to instantly kill them, because her ability damage is very high. That's going to do roughly 3,000 damage, and that's every 15 seconds, so that's almost a guaranteed kill on anyone. I would say she's a very strong unit. Her only downside is her survivability. First, HP. You can see only 1,000, that's very low. Her armor and her resistance is also very low. So she's a ranged unit, so she's not going to be in direct combat. But if an assassin on their team managed to get their hands on her, she's most likely going to die. So that's why I say she's not the strongest unit. So if there's a new update that's going to be dropping, she's probably going to get replaced from my team. Now, that's enough of her stats. Let's look at the equipments. The equipment that I use is Phantom Dancer and 2 relics of lethality. This is a crit build to boost her damage as high as humanly possible. Since I also have Godspeed and Phantom Dancer, that's going to boost attack speed even more. But if you just look at the attack speed, it's still 1.05, which is very low. So if you don't have a trait like Godspeed, I would suggest going for a trait that boosts mana gain instead of damage. Even though her mana gain is already strong, her attack speed's actually horrible. So I think she still need a bit of mana gain boosting when it comes to the trait. And that's pretty much it for her base stat review. Let's actually see how she performs in an actual game. So the first thing I want you to notice here is she costs 600. You can't place her straight away. I'm going to give you a little tip on how to actually use Roxy. Since she does stun, if they ever do fix her ability of stunning only one person, I would recommend you put one of her right here and another one of her over here. So since they're far apart, this Roxy is going to target this side of the map and the other one's going to target the right side of the map, maximizing the amount of units that you're actually stunning at the same time. I think that's the best way to use Roxy. Yeah, that is the best way to use Roxy. So let me just skip a few waves really quickly to gain some money so that we can max out Roxy and see how strong she actually is. If I made a tier list 2 days ago, if I would have to put her on that tier list, I would say she's maybe bottom A tier. I would put her somewhere around Frieza and Itachi. She's around there. Maybe a little higher than them because of her stun. Boom. And max her out. As you can see here, very high ability damage. Very high ability damage. So 4k, 5k. And her range is very big. Now, as I've described, she's only going to be hitting 1 or 2 of them with a water prison ability. It's slightly bugged right now. See, only 1 instead of 4. But it's pretty much dead once it gets released. Boom, and it's gone. But her fighting itself isn't that strong. Okay, she's dancing. Okay, let's look here. Observe. And she's off. Stun one of them, and the other two's gonna have a field day attacking her. Okay, she's a 3k damage there. And another one. See, she used both of her abilities, so her mana gain's already good on its own. She's slightly comparable to mythic units. I would say she's still not as good as any mythic unit that's in the game. So if I have Lava Admiral, I think I'll replace her with him. But I don't have the time to grind for Lava Admiral yet, since Infinite Clash is bugged right now. And I don't want to spend hours grinding for a singular item. Alright, now she's 2. So both of them have Water Prison on them. That one had 3. If you go back in the video and pause really quickly, the unit that was on the left got 3 Water Prisons stacked onto him, and the unit on the right only got hit by 1. But both still got stunned. I'm not sure how the game decide which unit to stun. Sometimes it stuns 1, like it's doing right now. Sometimes it stuns 2. I've never seen it stun 4. Which it should be doing if you just look at the description of the attack itself. Alright, I would say don't grind for her. She's not a good unit to have. She's the first Battle Pass unit, so she might have some value in that. But in terms of like power itself, she's not the best unit to use. She's only staying alive because this is what, Alien Stage, and this is normal mode. I didn't put it on Extreme. If she's played in like Legend Stage or late game Infinite mode, she's not going to be able to tank this amount of damage. She is a great nuker though. I'll give her that. Her damage is very good. Alright, boss time. Where's the boss? Piccolo have... Oh, this is the boss. 6k HP. He's the closest to her. Wait, if I delete her right here, place her here, and then max her out, place another one of her here, max her out, I think I can get... what? Each of them is 4? 8 chamber onto him? That should instantly kill him. Let's see. How many stuns on him? Wait, it hits that guy too. How many attack? Oh, as you can see, that's so many stacked on. He's still stunned. So that's why she's good. Her prison also works on boss unit, not just normal unit, so she can stun anything in the game. But that's going to be it for this showcase. And see you next time. Have a wonderful day.